February, the second month of the year, and the last month of summer. And you know what that means? Going back to school. Yeah, this is probably one of the first things that bug me about February, because it's just false advertising. Like, even though it's called summer break, we don't get the whole summer off. We just get like 7 weeks. Like, I remember last year, school started back up on the 5th of what month? What do you think? And then it was such a shock because school had never started that late in February ever in my entire life. And doubling up that with the fact that school actually ended on December 11th, that made it the longest ever summer break ever in Australian history. And it was still barely 2 months. And for Americans who don't understand, imagine that your school ended on like June 4th. Then that would mean that they went back on like not even August, like July 29th or something. You know, it would just be tragic. And also, I forgot to mention this back in my January video, but weekdays just lose all their value during the summer. And I couldn't find any easy segue for this, so I'm just gonna say it. Once I was watching Knives Out, and I had a nap for the first time in my entire life, and it was lasting like the entire movie. Like, I managed to make it all the way to like 20 minutes till the end. And then, boom! Now, 4 days later, I was stuck back in school with a bunch of people who hate me. Needless to say, this year's start to school was a bit better, but now I realize a whole new load of things about February. Even though February only has 4 weeks precisely, it still somehow feels really long. Like, probably because of school and there are tons of new stuff happening all around. So one day feels like just a whole slog, but then when it's like the 23rd, you look back and realize that the 9th wasn't yesterday. It was a whole 2 weeks. And, I mean, it rains fairly often enough for me to get a cold anyways. Number 2, actually no, I think that's all I have to learn from February, to be honest.